Hello, and welcome back to the Variant Geek Podcast. I'm Brennan.
I'm Zach.
And I am Jason.
And on this week's episode, with all the news about Pokemon going on, we're going to talk about Pokemon.
I thought we were going to talk about Digimon. I want to quit.
I thought we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game.
Thought we were talking about Magic the Gathering.
Thought we were talking about
Chris Pine.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Sponsor us, please. Anyway.
It's been a while. How are you guys doing?
We see each other every day. You know how we're
I know, but the podcast doesn't see us every day.
You know who I haven't seen in a while?
Who?
You, Zachary.
But you saw him this morning.
I did.
How has the past 4 hours been?
Beautiful.
Not as beautiful as you, baby.
Girl.
How's your Minecraft world, Brennan, that I watched you build?
Dude, okay. So I started building my home into a mountain, right? And it's right above a village because easy resources from the beginning, right? And I see there's an illager base. Zach already knows all this, Jason, but I feel you need to know this. I see an illager base, and I'm like, I'm going to go fight it. I was severely under-geared and died many times, but that's not important. I beat him, and then I came back to do the raid because the first one's always really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's about 3 villagers that are alive still, and it was a big village, too. So that sucks. I have a farm, an underground farm. Perfect, fully automated, solid.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have an underground ranch about to be opened. And by about to be, I mean I'm still hollowing it out, and then I got to replace it with dirt. I got another portal. I am in a basalt biome in the nether. It's disgusting. I keep almost dying over there. What else? I got a dope lookout tower that can defend about a quarter of my kingdom. And yeah, I got a dope staircase.
And this ties into Pokemon because...
He asked me about my Minecraft world, and I just wanted to talk about it because, yeah. I have a pet pig. That's how it ties into Pokemon.
Oh, is your pet pig's name Porker?
Yeah. No, his name is...
Reginald Featherbottom.
Tepig, alright?
So, Pokemon.
Alright, that's it. That's the podcast. Bye, have a great day.
What's your guys' favorite Pokemon? What are your first memories playing
Squirtle.
Pokemon?
Your favorite Pokemon is Squirtle?
No.
I think favorite memories, Squirtle!
My favorite
Squirtle
memory
Squad.
is actually Blastoise, specifically. So, what I mean by that is, my first big exposure to Pokemon was the TCG. Like, I'd seen the TV show a little bit. My cousin showed me Fire Red a little bit, but I was like, I'm gonna go play Plants vs. Zombies. And then I see the TCG packs in Toys R Us, rest in peace. And I'm like, hey, that looks pretty cool. That's got a big old turtle with water guns on his back. And I buy the pack, and I start going through the cards, and it was, I want to say, let me pull this up and see if I get this right. I want to say it was like one of the X and Y card packs.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a Blastoise out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember sitting in my grandma's Toyota Avalon and sitting there being like, yo, it's a Blastoise! And my grandma's like, that's awesome! Knowing darn well she's like, I don't care.
My grandma really said, Blastoise? Is that some kind of slang?
Seriously.
What about you, Jason? What's your first experience with the Pokemons?
I remember watching the Pokemon, the anime, if you want to call it the anime.
I mean, it's an anime.
But I remember watching it. I remember specifically there's the episode where Pikachu has, like, it's a bunch of different Pikachus, and, like, Pikachu joins their group.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Oh, yeah.
Then Jesse and James are, like, trying to steal all of these Pikachu, and they all band together, and they, like...
They say...
They use, like, a ton of electricity to foil their plans. That's, like, one of the first episodes I remember. Just because we had that episode on VHS.
Yeah.
So I remember watching it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I have Pokemon Blue, and I have played through that multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember playing Pokemon Yellow, and you get, I think your Pikachu follows you, or whichever Pokemon is in, like, number 1 in your party, and it'll follow you. And I remember just seeing, and like, because it's the original 151 Pokemon, where it's literally, the sprites are just, like, awkward looking. You can't tell what they are. It's, like, Blastoise is a puddle.
It's a puddle, exactly. It's like, huh?
But what was your moment of revelation that you just had?
I'm going through like all of the pack lists ever. First of all, I forget how many there are, and it had to have either been it had to have either been platinum or black and white. I'm talking card packs.
Yeah.
Zach, talk. I'm just don't mind me
But
over here.
I remember because we used to, like, we had a bunch of cards from like Gen 1, and I remember my younger brother taking it to the playground one day and like trading them all away.
I sold a lot of my like Gen 1 cards. I remember that.
I wish I still had some of the cards I had as a kid. Because I had a Japanese Charmeleon.
Charmeleon, get out of here.
Charmeleon.
Charmeleon.
I did not mean to Charmeleon. And it was really cool. And I think I lost it. I think I had like one or two other Japanese cards that were really cool. And now I'm seeing all these cards go for thousands and millions of dollars.
Logan Paul made like $5 million off of a booster box of pulls recently.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, why? Why are you rich? I hate you. Granted, that box probably cost him like $50,000.
Well, yeah.
But my first experience is probably I played Fire Red on the Game Boy Advance.
Correct.
Had a lot of fun with that. Obviously chose Squirtle as my starter. And that I kind of stuck with choosing water.
That card right there. That's the one that's the card that invigorated my Pokemon interest. Blastoise.
So you started with Squirtle.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. I just found
it. And eventually, got him up to Blastoise, beat the Final Four. I remember going to there's like a little hidden hut somewhere in the region, and it teaches you a special move for one of your starters, and I learned that special move for Blastoise, and I think that's the last I ever really played of it.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite games is Sapphire.
I don't think I ever played Sapphire.
Really?
And a lot of it was because you could like make a hidden base, and I used to like try to get as much stuff as I could put together to have a hidden base. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But I absolutely loved that game because it was so much fun.
I remember playing a decent amount of Pokemon Coliseum on the GameCube. I remember getting a little mad. I don't remember why. Probably because I couldn't figure it out. It was very difficult for me as a child because I was not the brightest. It also introduced me to Umbreon, which might actually be one of my favorite Eevee evolutions.
That's your favorite evolution?
I kind of like Umbreon.
What about Espeon? What about Glaceon? What about
Leafeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon.
But, did you guys ever play the Pokemon Stadium?
My brother has it still.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe.
Well, we had the Nintendo 64 Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, and I remember playing, like, you could make teams and then fight, and it was like pre-made teams, you could do that, and then there was mini games, and there was one where you were a Magikarp and you had to like click a counter and you had to press a button to get a counter, and like however fast you went was how quickly it went, and I loved like just sitting there and doing that one. And there was a Delibird, I think it was a Delibird that like you had to like bring food across different places, and
Oh.
I remember loving those games, like the mini games.
Oh my gosh, Pokemon Snap.
Oh,
I'm gonna cry when it comes out, man.
so excited for it.
I only played like the OG Snap a handful of times, and yet it's still one of those deep-seated memories that, like, as soon as I found out it was actually happening, I was like, yo, hold on. Like, I remember the day that it was, like, announced or leaked first that it was actually happening, because the Daily Fix, like, one of Sidney Goodman's constant ongoing jokes was that, hey, Nintendo, you should remaster Pokemon Snap, ha ha ha, Pokemon Snap sequel. And then it actually happened. She's like, guys, this is not a joke anymore. This is real. And I remember that day very, very fondly because I was very happy.
Did you ever get to the Mew section?
No, see, that's the thing. I'm so excited about this because it's different enough that it's not just a carbon copy cut of the old game.
It's a new map.
Exactly, it's a new area and everything. Yeah, and I'm excited for that because now I actually get to form my own like memories off of it, and it's not just
something
that was like has been collected through like YouTube memory and stuff like that. It's actually like I'm gonna actually get to enjoy it myself again.
So Zach, because I'm assuming you haven't played it, correct?
Never.
So when you first start, all you have is a camera and I think it's an apple, like bait you can use.
Yeah.
And as you go further, there's different things that you can do. So like you can play a Poke Flute, and when you're playing it, certain certain Pokemon, will do like actions. And so I think if you rescue like 3 Meows and then you play the music, they like have a dance party, and then you can take a photo of them having a dance party.
And that's the whole like the rarity of the photo and the action they're doing in the photo.
And
is
like
what's so exciting.
Yeah, and like you can like bait a Pikachu to like surf on a surfboard, and then you get Surfboard Pikachu. And when you do all of these things, you can unlock new levels. And so I remember there's some way that you unlock the cave, and like if you do it correctly, you can take a picture of, I think it's a Marowak in the stars. Do you remember that? Do you?
No, see, I was like 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Yeah.
And actually, that's a lie, 8 or 9, because I grabbed the TCG when I was like 7, and then I was like 8 or 9 with that. Because then I started literally as soon as I got that pack open, I was like, I need to watch this TV show. And dude, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, who is a Brock?
Who is a Brock?
But I am very excited for this new game because I want to see if they've kept in those hidden things and just like the...
Oh, I'm sure they have. Because, I mean, they showed some of it in their direct that they just did. They showed some of the new systems with it and, like, how they're keeping it. They're keeping what worked. Because it's not broke, don't fix it. But then there's enough new stuff to keep it exciting. The people that were going to... the people that are the naysayers that are like, oh, it's the same thing again.
Yeah.
So...
But... Because I remember there was like different things you had to do to unlock different regions, and there was like a cave and a rainforest.
Right.
And obviously, like you go into the sky and you're like flying in the sky.
Into the unknown.
Close.
Dang. Anyway. But I'm so excited for that.
Zach, are you excited for Pokemon Legends?
Oh, I was like, I don't know if we're going to talk about that right now or not, but yeah.
It could be really interesting. It also could just be Pokemon Let's Go.
See, and I never played that.
I heard it's like I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I've heard it's cool, but I heard it also does not do justice to Pokemon Gold.
I liked it. As someone who's actually played it, I enjoyed it. Like, I'll speak from a perspective of actually having played it.
The problem I'm seeing right now with current Pokemon games is it's too hand-holdy. Like, I get there's a certain demographic that they're hitting, but they also, I feel like Nintendo and Game Freak have to know that they have a large audience that's getting older, in their 30s, 30, like between like 15 to like mid 30s, that don't want their hands held. They want to get ran over by a milk. They want to have to earn that victory, earn that gym badge.
And I get that, and that's fair. And then you can always go back and replay. And I get what you're saying, but at the same time, you have to look at the perspective of the shift of market. From a marketing perspective of Nintendo and of Game Freak, it's smart to do it that way, because a lot of the people that they're ushering in, especially through the TCG and through the anime and stuff like that, they're gonna be little kids who are used to having their hands held, and they're like, I need help. And so then it makes sense with the way the world has changed that they're gonna adapt and evolve to that market. And obviously it's doing fine because they're making great sales still. Like, it's not as difficult as it used to be, and sure, that sucks, and I get that. And maybe it's being addressed in new ones. I don't know. We'll see. We don't know what's coming yet. We don't know how Legends is gonna be. We don't know yet. I get what you're saying. I mean, shoot, we've had discussions about it with, like, Sword, how it was like, this is way too easy. Like, I get that, but it makes sense to their perspective, so I'm not complaining, because I don't care. I still enjoy it. It's still the magic of Pokemon to me, and I still like it.
I honestly wish it was harder. I wish, I want to, I miss that feeling of accomplishment.
Not knowing what to do and...
Yeah, and, or actually having to, put in strategy into those battles. All right, maybe I should go in with this team of 6, or maybe I should go in with this one, and maybe I should start with this one and then switch out after I beat their first 2 Pokemon. Or also give gym leaders 6 Pokemon instead of 3 or 4. Or introduce, you can change the level of difficulty.
Yeah.
Put in that difficulty changer or whatever. Because I know that's, a little off topic, but that's what people are complaining about with games like Dark Souls, is that there's no easy mode, which limits, the markets they can reach. And I feel like those Pokemon and Dark Souls are on the polar opposites. Dark Souls, they don't have an easy mode, and it's hard, and it appeals to those gamers. And Pokemon is easy, and so it alienates those gamers. So they need either, they need to do something, I guess, because they're both successful in their own rights, and they're making millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they're doing great. But if they wanted to, I'm also not an advocate for an easy mode for Dark Souls, but...
Then why would you be an advocate for a hard mode for Pokemon?
Because
it's the same thing both ways.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, but I want Pokemon to be harder. I want to feel that accomplishment again. It used to be hard, and then it just kept getting easier and easier.
And maybe it's because you're getting older. I mean, there's a certain level of hand-holding, but maybe you're also...
It's also to the point where you've played it and you come to expect a certain thing from the game. Exactly. It's when you grow up with this like that throughout, and you're growing and evolving as the game is as well. It's going to seem easier because you're used to it. Whereas little Timmy here, if he went back and played the games before they've started evolving with the market, he's gonna be like, "This sucks. This is trash." And I mean, my little brother had a tough time with some stuff with Sword, or even with Sun and Moon, because they were his first time really going through and really dedicating his time playing the game. And he had a difficult time with it to a certain extent because he doesn't know how the games work. We do. We've been playing these games for the better parts of half or more so of our lives. They're going to be a lot easier to us than they are to the newer, younger market that they appeal to they're marketed to children. They're not marketing towards adults. They're marketing towards children.
But a lot of their market is adults.
But they're still marketing towards children. They're not marketing to adults.
Oh, I know.
That's why I think this new game will be more difficult, because this is marketing to an older audience.
Yeah.
Legends, I feel, will be marketing towards an older audience.
And I think that's what they might be doing with that. Is it Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl?
Yes.
I just want to make sure I got the names right. Because they're bringing in an older game, So you're obviously going to have a lot of fans
Do you
that
know
are
what hurts
old.
my soul? Do you know what really hurts
The
my
age of
soul?
those games?
No, the fact that you said Diamond and Pearl are old games because I remember playing them like
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like a couple of years ago.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
no, it was like 12 years ago.
Yeah, I remember playing it
Pearl,
on my
Pearl
DS
was the first Pokemon game I ever played all the way through.
with Piplup.
God, you're hurting my soul. You make me feel old.
Like, I guess, you know what, bouncing off of that, so we can go through each generation and discuss our favorite starters. So obviously you gotta start with Gen 1.
Squirtle,
Squirtle.
all the way.
I am going to say Squirtle as well, but a lot of times I will go with water type or grass type. I don't often go with the fire type.
I don't either.
That's fair. It really depends on the game, I think.
But
Gen 2.
for
if
me,
you need
it's
a reminder of
Totodile.
I mean, just for like people who are watching and maybe don't know, let's just list the 3 off before anyway.
Okay.
With all-
So Gen 2 is Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile.
And see, this is where I have my hard toss-up. I love Cyndaquil. I love Totodile.
I'd probably go Totodile.
I'd go Cyndaquil. I'll be the one because I had more fun
See,
and more
that's-
challenge at the beginning with Cyndaquil than I did with Totodile.
I see, and that's very fair. Like, it fights with me with Cyndaquil or Totodile,
Mhm.
and I gotta go with.
And usually I'd go with like Totodile because like I like Totodile. Okay, I like Totodile's design and his evolution chain's design way more than Cyndaquil's.
Mhm.
That's, yeah.
So
That's very
that's the
fair.
only reason I'd go with Totodile. But I go. With
I do have to
Cyndaquil.
say that Meganium can be a monster.
Yes.
Gen 3, you got Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip.
Mudkip all the way, man.
Mudkip.
It's not even a contest.
I'd have to go Torchic.
You're that weirdo.
Blaziken is dope.
Mhm.
I love
You're
Blaziken.
that guy.
I just like-
Just kidding.
I like Swampert.
Dude, Swampert is a G. I remember getting Swampert in Pokemon Go. Like, yeah!
But
Then you have the one that's being remastered, Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup. in
Piplup.
Gen
and
4.
for me, it's Turtwig.
See,
Really?
I'm very water
Torterra is
heavy
pretty cool.
usually.
Yeah. See, I like the grass ground combination.
Empoleon is
Water steel.
It's water. Okay.
Yep.
Then you have Gen 5. This one I don't think I played. Yeah, I did not play this one.
Really?
I did not play any black or white.
Really? You're
we have
lost.
Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott.
Snivy, Tepig, or Oshawott.
Which is Superior, Emboar, and Samurott.
Yeah,
I
I'd
went
have
with
to go
Oshawott.
Yeah, Oshawott.
My first playthrough was Oshawott. I don't mind Snivy. I really, really, really like Emboar. I just love the
do.
I'm coming for ya
Yeah.
aspect of the design.
You have Gen 6, which has, I'm pretty sure we might be all in agreement here, with Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie, who evolves into Greninja,
Yeah.
which is a fan
Shuriken.
favorite
Yeah.
of a lot of people's.
I mean, Greninja is such a fan favorite. He's in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, yo.
That's true.
I would only say Froakie just because I'll be honest, didn't really like that game that much.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I didn't really care for that one a whole lot, and I played through it once and said, "Here, GameStop."
you
Your stuff.
really said, done.
You got
I said, "Wow."
Gen 7 with Sun and Moon. You got Rowlet, Litten, and Popplio.
Popplio?
Litten.
Litten.
I
Rowlet.
went Litten.
I went Litten.
I like Decidueye.
I like Decidueye a lot more than what I don't even know what Popplio's final evolution is called.
Primarina.
Okay. Circus.
It's a
Looking
water
at-
fairy.
I don't like it. It's so ugly.
Plus,
But
God, what
see,
is-
my favorite type is Ghost.
Yeah.
And
fair.
so when you have a grass ghost, I'm like, hell to the yeah.
That's fair. Honestly, yeah. I did like the whole dual type with the starters at the end. I enjoyed that.
With Incineroar is the same thing, where that is a Pokemon that's in Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Ultimate.
Mhm.
And then you have the newest, with Grookey, Scorbunny, and
Grookey.
Sobble.
Grookey.
I went Sobble.
Because it was a sniper at the end. That's why
Yeah.
you did it.
But I eventually actually end up using
Inteleon.
Scorbunny more at the end because I did that. I had Nintendo Online for free for a little bit, so I was like, I'm just gonna trade away stuff, and so I ended up getting all 3 starters.
I mean, yeah.
Man's giving
You
away,
probably have a couple of hacked stuff on there, honestly.
I wouldn't
Man's
be
was giving
surprised.
away Magikarps and
Well, 'cause,
getting
like,
back
I
starters.
gave away like a level 5. I don't even remember. Like, let's just say I gave it a level 5 Pidgey, and I got like a level 65 Zigzagoon.
That reminds me of Pokemon Home. Let's see what I
And
get out of
I
my Wonder
couldn't
Traits
couldn't
today.
use that Zigzagoon until I was about level 60.
Mhm.
Because it doesn't listen to you.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
listen to you. I was very upsetty spaghetti because I was like, that was a waste of my time.
It was a waste of my time. Gets a
And
really
then
powerful Pokemon.
you
Waste
have-
of time.
What's going to be in Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is Rowlet.
I'm sorry, what?
Is it Arceus?
Arceus.
I thought it was Arceus.
Anyway, continue.
Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott.
I'll probably go Rowlet.
I'm probably going to go Cyndaquil. I like Typhlosion. It's either going to be Cyndaquil or... like, that's actually that's a good...
I want to go.
Rowlet?
I want to go Rowlet just because I never really have played through with Rowlet, and I would like a new experience with a new style of game.
But, what's everybody's favorite Pokemon of all time?
Oh, jeez Louise. Favorite ever?
There's 830 now, correct?
There's a lot. There's keys. There's ice cream cones.
Garbage bags. I'm in the game.
Yay, we made it!
Mom, I made it into a gun.
See, okay, so do you have your favorites?
Dude, I don't even.
I mean, I have a few.
This
like,
man had the topic on strap. I don't know.
No.
I like Snorlax. I really, really like
I wonder why.
Snorlax. He's a mood. Just eat and sleep. Mood.
That's all there is to it.
I like Gengar. Gengar is
Okay.
pretty cool.
Gengar is probably in my top 5 because, and another, the whole entire point of it was for this, but in the opening of the very first episode, like of the anime,
It's a Gengar
where he's
and,
watching the the finals
Yeah,
with
and,
the
Nita-
Gengar fighting a
Nidoqueen?
Nido
No.
King.
Yeah, it's a Nido King.
Is it?
It's one of the two. I don't know
Someone
which.
look it up.
Nidoqueen.
Someone look it up. Anyway, when I still remember seeing him go up into the air, and I was like, whoa, and his little smile, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Spooky, and I loved it.
Jeez, I'm really trying.
And I took that personally.
And I took that.
I mean, you have some of the pseudo legendaries. You also have the legendaries.
Nah, you capping.
Out of the original 3 legendary, not counting Mew or Mewtwo, I would have to say probably Moltres is my favorite out of those 3.
I like Zapdos. I just like the way Zapdos looks.
Of
Like,
those
yeah.
3, or are you talking
Yeah,
about
of those
like,
3.
The Burbs.
The Burbs.
He's talking Burbs.
I'm going to
Articuno,
say
Zapdos and Moltres.
I'm going to say Zapdos as well. But did you ever watch the Pokemon movie number 2 where like they had to go to the different islands and get the Zapdos stone?
Yeah,
and
I think I did, yeah.
But did you name your favorite Pokemon, or were you?
I don't know about a very favorite. Oh, good lordy lord.
Like, were we people that named our Pokemons, or were we just named them what their names are?
I can tell you what my favorite Pokemon is.
What?
Ampharos.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I like the electric sheep.
Oh,
You like the electric sheep.
that's fair.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I really liked it. It was Gen 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was because I had a really strong Ampharos. Like, it would just blow through, like, enemies because it was so strong.
I'm trying to
Cricket.
Cricket,
Cricket.
cricket.
go
Did you ever
through
see
the-
Detective Pikachu?
I did.
Yes, I did.
Enjoyed it.
I did as
What?
well.
I didn't know there were Oh, I guess that makes sense, but I never found them. I didn't know there were Galarian versions of the original Three Birds.
You didn't know that?
I didn't play them much.
I didn't.
They
What
look
a
cool.
failure. You're not a real fan.
Like,
Anyway.
Galarian Moltres actually looks really cool.
Yes. Brody. Because Brody just traded me something in Pokemon Go. I was like, why did you say Brody? That's one thing one thing I absolutely love about Pokemon is it's created, I mean, there's so many now, but it was one of the first things that my little brother and I really, really, truly bonded over, and, like, spent a lot of time playing the TCG, playing the games, watching the entirety of the Kanto region anime together. Like, I have such a special spot in my heart for Pokemon that I will never be ashamed to be walking around and be talking about Pokemon in public. Like, you know, it's one of those things that in more recent years it hasn't been as such, but, like, especially like when I was in, like, middle school, it was like I kind of, like, hid in the corner when I was playing on my emulator on my phone. Like, what are you playing? I'd be like, nothing, Temple Run.
Temple Run.
And now I'm literally sitting here playing Pokemon Go. And, like, in class I'll be like, oh shoot, there's something around.
Oh, darn it.
Be like, hold on 1 second, Dan, I gotta catch some Pokemon. Oh, who just tried to call me?
Of the legendary beasts, which one are your guys' favorite? That's Raikou, Entei, and
You'll get there.
I'm not gonna try and pronounce the last one because I always pronounce it wrong.
How would you pronounce it, Zach?
Suicune.
Suicune.
Damn, I was actually close.
No, you weren't.
Suicune.
Entei.
Entei was pretty cool.
I'm basic.
I liked Raikou.
I'd have to say Suicune's one of my favorite design-wise because it looks different than the other two. Like, the other two are very, very similar, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
What were you, Jason?
I'm gonna say probably Raikou.
Then you have the Reggies.
Hey,
Which
Regigigas.
Gygus.
I like Regigigas because, and Brody will get very mad when I say this, Regigigas, it was like my team clear in the TCG against Brody for years and years. So I love Regigigas because the amount of times that I felt terrible because Brody would finally get a strong team out, and I'd just be like, Power Impact, Giga Impact, Power Impact. And he's like, I hate you. I'm like, I love you. Want to play again?
Power Impact.
They got, Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza.
I'm gonna say Kyogre because Groudon can piss off.
I love my
because of
shiny
Pokemon Go.
You shiny
This
Groudon.
man never played Pokemon Go, and we get him to play Pokemon Go, and we do first ever raid. And he gets a shiny Groudon, and you catch like 5 by the time I finally caught 1.
I only have one shiny Groudon.
No, but I mean like Groudon.
Oh,
total.
I ended up catching, you
4 caught
or
a
5
ton of them,
Groudons.
and he never even gave me one in trade. He's like the whole time. It's like, I don't like you.
And then you have the remastered ones coming out, Dialga and Palkia and Giratina.
I'm not even gonna talk about Giratina. I'll get mad again.
I feel like one of our listeners, Liam, will know about this. I beat him in a bet when we were in middle school.
Lies. This is already a lie. This is cat.
This was when I was
Man
actually
capping.
physically fit.
Now I know you're lying.
This man
hurts.
straight up lied to our
That
faces.
But no, I beat him in a bet, and when he lost, he had to give me his copy of Pokemon Gold
You're a bad person.
You're
Why would
that
you do
kind
that?
of person.
for the
aren't you?
original Game Boy.
You're that
Bad.
person.
I don't like you anymore. We're not friends.
You know what's
Hold on.
really? I never end up playing it
What?
because I thought it would fit into my DS, but the DS only plays Game Boy Advanced games.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not
Everyone
original
knows that.
Game Boy games, so I put it somewhere, and now it's lost for eternity.
I think if I
But he
Wow.
asked me about it like a year or two ago. Like, can I have it back? I'm like, I'm sorry, man, it's gone.
You need
I
to
don't
find
know where
it.
it
You
is.
need
You
to
owe
find
that.
you
You
owe
owe
that
him
man.
that.
No, he lost the bet. He
What
lost.
was the bet?
It's like some dumb thing where like
Boom, give it back to him.
Give it back, yep.
where I would run and he would have to try and
Liam.
like I will give it back to him if I ever find it, but I sincerely doubt I will.
Did you sell it when you sold all those games?
I never sold it. It's somewhere in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
I don't know where, but it's somewhere.
You best look for it, son.
We'll see.
I cannot believe that. That just hurt my soul hearing that story.
Literally, you know how expensive those games are?
Pokemon. Oh, especially for the original Game Boy at this point.
Do you know how expensive
My brother just got them for Christmas, and I'm like
here,
whack.
we will go to eBay right now and find out how much Pokemon Gold
Too friggin' much
goes
is how much.
for
You're not wrong.
on eBay. Okay, it goes for about $30.
For a game that is 20 some odd years old?
I mean, NCAA 14 is still going for about $60.
That's
fair.
because it's a discontinued.
Look up
Okay.
look up Heart Gold.
Heart Gold.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Look up Heart Gold.
Pokemon. Let's see here. Heart Gold.
It's like, how do you spell heart?
Well, let's see. A Pokemon Heart Gold version CIB No Pokewalker Authentic DS 2010.
That
it's
one
going for $250.
There
Otherwise,
you go.
it's going for $30. Everywhere else is going for $30. This guy's just being extra.
This man's really being like, I need my money. Give me my money.
Well, I mean, there's off the topic of Pokemon, really quick. There's a game
Unacceptable.
I want to play with you guys, but it's actually like.
Are you talking about that Kingdom
Dokapon
thing?
Kingdom.
Dokapon Kingdom, yeah.
You know how much it goes for on eBay? At least $150.
$150. I remember looking into that this summer.
It is really hard to find and really rare.
Did you say Dookie?
Dokapon.
I don't. Can you explain to me in 5 words or less?
I can't because
Mario Party, but medieval. Yeah.
Okay.
The goal, like, you have jobs and your goal is to get as much money as possible. And if you're in last place, you can actually become like a demon and ruin everybody else's time by like giving them back like purses,
bad things,
stealing money from them, stealing their jobs, stealing items.
That just sounds
towns.
like with extra steps.
It's it looks like a really fun game, but it also looks like a game we'd hate each other in within about an hour.
I mean, that's every.
By we, you literally mean you.
But anyway,
I'm just kidding. I felt his. I hate you in the room.
But anything else you guys wanna talk about with Pokemon?
Oh Lord,
I
I could
reap,
literally talk
sheep.
about Pokemon all day.
Reap, sheep.
I love you, Magikarp. Okay, have any of you heard the Magikarp
Yes.
song?
Mm-hmm.
So good, Magikarp. Any of y'all play Magikarp? Jump.
Are you talking about that is on the phone? That
Yes.
I have on my phone still?
I need to re-download it.
You can't. They took it off.
What?
It off. That's why I haven't gotten rid of it.
Idjit.
Says Zachary.
I've never downloaded it.
Mm-hmm. But
I didn't have an iPhone until I was
18.
14.
18.
iPhone?
I'm not talking about you. I don't know your life.
I don't
I'm talking about mine.
Who's you?
I had a flip phone first.
Okay.
Until you were
Yeah.
14.
Everyone in this room did.
You go back to a flip phone. They make flip phones now that are smart.
I know, because everything is retro. It was fun. So
So I can play my emulated Pokemon Silver on my phone now, dang it.
I need to get another emulator because now just talking about this, I'm like, I won't play Pokemon.
I won't play Pokemon.
Pokemon! Jojo.
Let us know in the comments.
The
What?
comment.
Just
Just the one
comment.
person who will comment, Liam.
Let us know in the comments what your guys' favorite Pokemon games are, your favorite Pokemon. Yeah.
Mother's maiden
Hey,
name, social
Liam, you
security
should
number. Just
you
kidding.
should PM us your address so that I can send you the copy of your game that Zach totally still has stolen. He has it on a shelf that says Liam sucks. in his
I
room.
definitely
I
don't.
literally.
You weren't supposed to say that. That was supposed to
Zach, Jason knows, right?
I do. I've seen
Jason's seen it.
I've seen it.
We wondered. Now we know.
We really said,
You're just a
why?
bad friend.
Why is this shrine here?
Why is this shrine against Liam here? No, but Pokemon is amazing. Never ceases to make me go, aw, I like this. And I want to get Sword again so I can play it on my Switch instead of on my Switch at home.
I would be like, here, have my copy so you can play it for a little bit. You can borrow it, but it's installed on my Switch. I bought it
You
digitally.
are the quietest person I've ever met.
I bought it digitally.
I know you did buy it digitally. You buy everything digitally.
Not
like
true.
Physical copies. Most everything you buy is digital.
Okay,
Speaking of
I
which,
was
we
trying
need
to buy the physical copy
we
of
need to
Persona
go.
5 Strikers, and then our GameStop decided to leave. And I was like, well, thanks for letting us know before you left. So now we have to drive an hour, and I don't even want it anymore because I bought it on the PlayStation store.
That is so far. Magikarp Jump is 100% still on the App Store, by the way.
Is it? I
Probably
thought
took it off of Play Store, maybe, but
That
not
might be
here.
it.
I just downloaded it again, so here
Like
we
I
go.
like my physical copies of games that I can actually get my and I can get my hands on until I get pooped over for it.
That's fair.
But yeah, so let us know in the comments, and we will see you guys next time. I think that's a good place to end the podcast.
Yes. Goodbye.
So, thank you for listening, and
Go
tune
play
in-
Pokemon.
Yeah, go play Pokemon, and if you have nothing better to do and you're bored, tune into our Twitches, which are very exciting.
They're marked for mature. Anyway.
They are. Okay.
I love that.
Thank you for listening, and tune in next time.